I'm doing myself some ASMR with this cable.
No one else can hear that. We hate that.
It's only in my left ear. Bardic Mystery Tour is a 5th edition D&D actual play podcast about a rock and roll band out on tour that solves mysteries. I'm Ed, and I'll be your DM.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm playing Kemen. He's a 7'9" Fearbolg hippie. He's got pale blue skin, shaggy brown hair under an army green bandana. He recently got an electric bass to play in the band Dreamlancer.
Hi, I'm Brayton, and I'm playing Staff. Staff is a yet undiscovered changeling in the guise of Scrapper. Scrapper presents as an energetic young shifter guitarist for the band Dreamlancer.
Nora here, playing your girl, Windy Snowy Mountain. This snow leopard tabaxi bard ain't gonna forget that she has a hacksaw the next time the band runs into a chain devil. And she's real mad that the last 2 towns haven't yielded any collectibles. Maybe at this stop. In the meantime, she's going to tie-dye her Inganalian bandana so that people don't give her weird looks.
So you're going to tie-dye it?
Yeah.
So that it doesn't look like Inganalian flag anymore?
Yeah, because I still want to wear it, but it seems like after this whole uprising happened and, like, the queen's probably dead, like, maybe I don't want to wear the old flag.
No one else has said anything to you about it, so you're probably cool.
It's also dark colors, so maybe you should bleach tie-dye it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe Kemen will help me since he likes tie-dyed stuff.
Oh, yeah. He's into that. Do you need some help, Windy?
The wind howls outside of Liamon's tiny hut that Dreamlancer has spent the night in. It's very early morning. Snow whips against the outside as you peer through the translucent wall of the tiny hut, and you see blizzard-like conditions as you awake. You hear howling of the wind, and it's eerie, and your horse is outside.
Oh no!
How's he looking?
Translucently obfuscated.
I'm going to go outside of the hut and take a snow bath.
Oh.
And before I leave, I just tell everyone, oh, this is my favorite weather. Oh, it's so nice and comfortable compared to, like, everywhere else we've been.
Yeah, me too, because I'm also a cat person. And I shift into my more cat-like form, and I go outside with Windy and try to act like I'm not cold.
Does he convince me that he's not cold? She?
It's difficult.
So you want me to make a deception or a bluff check or something?
Yeah, sure. You want to roll a deception check?
I do an insight.
As every good adventure starts with the party playing tricks on each other.
I got a 30.
Wow.
I got a 7.
One of those numbers is higher than the other one.
Which one?
Tweet at us.
Yeah, Scrapper, isn't this so fun? You want to play a snowball fight?
Heck yeah, I do. I love the cold.
Okay, I'll go over here and you go over there and we'll like find some cover. And first one to get hit by 2 snowballs loses.
Okay. Did you say over here?
Yeah. That side of the mountain.
Of the mountain?
Of the wherever we are. Valley. Geographical landform.
You're saying that if you're in a valley, one of you is going to stand on one side of the valley and throw a snowball and try to hit the other one on the other side of the valley?
I don't know.
What's the lay of the land? So we can get a better tactical snowball fight.
Yeah, I mean, probably like lightly forested rolling hills.
So is there like a
golf course? No.
Like some trees that like we could hide behind.
Yeah. There's like sparse treeage.
Is there like a little dip that we could be on each side of the dip?
What do you mean?
I think he means like a little divot.
Between 2 little hills. Imagine a valley, but way smaller. Maybe 25 feet across.
Like, is there a mound?
Did you call that a divot?
Is it a dip?
Oh, okay. I didn't quite listen. Kevin's like sleeping, so that's why I didn't hear it.
You're trying to find a place where no one has cover.
There's like trees that you could like duck behind.
Sure.
Wait, if they hide with the hut between them.
No.
You can't see it
Do you
if you're
freely walk through the walls of the hut?
Yeah, if you're one of the people inside the space whenever it's cast.
If you're on the short list?
Yeah, if you're whitelisted.
Yeah, but the horse is too tall to be on the short list.
Guest listed?
Yeah, if you're on the guest list. It's more of a rock and roll term.
Put him on a guest list at my show.
Question also.
Mm-hmm.
If you or Wendy throw a snowball and it hits the hut, does it like hit the air basically and slide down? Or does it flow through because it came from you?
No, it can't pass through the hut.
What if you walk in with it in your hand? Does it get stuck outside?
No, you can carry it in.
What if you're carrying it in, but then you leave it inside the wall and let go of it?
I think that it gets pushed out. But that's I just made that up. The way it's described, it seems like a shell. Because it can be any color you want it to be.
I always imagine it's like a yellowish orange, by the way.
That's fine with me. But if it's not like a constant force pushing you out that has like a width of field, then I guess that it would fall in instead of out, right?
Yeah.
What if you pick up someone who's not whitelisted and you carry them halfway through and throw them?
Yeah, I don't think you can carry them in.
But you can carry things in?
Can you carry a small animal like a mouse?
Or Lars.
That's one of the best things about the spell is you can't, so mice can't come in.
What about cockroaches?
Same thing.
That's nice.
The secret is that magical metaphysics work way different than like normal physics, so...
Yeah, I guess what I was trying to get to is I want to try to sneak around behind Wendy and roll a snowball into a big giant snowball into Wendy.
I want to hit Scrapper directly in the face with a snowball.
All right. So Wendy, just make an attack roll. Scrapper, I think you have to make roll a nature check maybe.
For what?
Rolling a snowball.
Yeah, you might be really bad at packing
I thought you were
snow.
going to make me sneak.
You're trying to make an abnormally large snowball, right?
Like a snowman bottom.
Like a snowball head. Like a snow... What word did you just say?
A snowman bottom?
Like a snowman bottom.
I don't know if your skill requires a check, but Wendy rolled an attack roll.
I got a 19.
That hits my armor class.
Does that mean I hit him?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yes.
Deal 1d0 damage.
I got a 0.
This sucks. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I say that in character.
Okay.
How big is the snowball you're making when you start whining? Just so the listeners have a picture in their head.
Tiny paw-sized.
Okay.
I didn't get to start rolling it yet.
Chuck it at her. I can't say that I'm sleeping.
Yeah, no, I pout and I go back inside because it is really cold, and I was putting on a front the whole time.
I go make some snow tunnels.
I didn't say it was really cold. I said it was windy and snowing.
Oh, is it cold?
It depends on what you call cold. It's cold enough to snow, but it can snow when it's like 45 degrees out.
Okay. Is it cold?
It's pretty cold. It's not super cold.
Wendy's going to stay outside and like play in the snow somewhere by herself since nobody else wants to hang out with her.
But this is the first heavy snow of the winter. You only had those light dustings so far.
Sick.
Do I notice that staff came back into the hut while I'm trying to sleep?
Sure.
What time is it?
Very early morning. You're woken by the howling wind.
I'm going to wake up the big fearbold Kemen.
What?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wendy's being mean and throwing snowballs at everybody who doesn't want to get hit by snowballs.
I'm sorry, man. Do you want to go back to sleep?
No, I think we should pack up and start moving on to the next town so we can play a show. Also, I'm worried about Valerie.
Yeah. What's the weather out?
It's cold and it's snowing.
Okay. I got 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you start snoring? Are you a snorer?
You're just going to let me sleep?
It's like a snore check.
What's that?
It's got to be Constitution.
I think that's if you shit yourself or not.
Constitution is a lot of things that have to do with your body.
I got a 9.
Yeah.
I snore a lot.
You're snoring.
A lot.
Lightly.
I lightly snore a lot. Do you wake me up in 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I rub my eyes. Let's get up and pack up.
All right. Get your cloak on. I've got all my stuff packed and Wendy's stuff's all packed.
Is Wendy still outside? All right. While I'm packing up, I'm like, hey, Scrapper.
Hey, what?
I got a question for you.
No way. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say something else. Yeah, what's your question?
What did you think I was going to say, man?
It doesn't matter. What's your question?
So, the other day, we were fighting those devils, I'm trying to pay more attention to names. I feel like you said your name was like Staff or something to the devil. But I thought your name was Scrapper. I just kind of wanted to know what's happening with your name.
I don't think I said... I mean, my name's always been Scrapper since I've been born. I'm a real adventurer, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that you're an adventurer. You're real cool. It seemed weird. I swore you said a different name to those devils, you know?
I got a new name in the last town.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Do you mean to call you that, or just is Scraps okay?
Don't you remember? Now they call me Scrapper Keyfist.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you heard me say my name was Keyfist.
No, it was after, and those things sound different. It was a one syllable, like staff.
Was it like fist? That's the same letters as staff.
It was before. It doesn't.
Well, most of the same letters.
I don't know. I think your timeline's wrong, man.
Maybe I should go by Fast Keyfist. Scrapper Swift Fist.
I think that's confusing, because doesn't Wendy's name include the word swift?
What if I go by Scrapper Keyfist the Swift?
It's getting harder for me to keep up with this conversation, man.
Yeah, I don't know. They call me Scrapper.
Cool.
Scrapper Keyfist.
All right. I finished packing up my stuff during that conversation and put my backpack on my back. Do I believe Scrapper? Can I roll insight on that strange conversation?
Sure.
I got a 13.
Do you want me to roll a deception?
Yeah.
With advantage because I'm so good at lying?
Are you, though?
No.
30.
Again?
Yeah, I'm good at it.
I walk out of the hut and look for Wendy. Do I see her?
While everybody was in the hut, I want to try and make a really cool Tabaxi snow person.
Well, you did have at least 5 minutes.
Okay. And I wanted to shape it like one of the famous Tabaxi generals from my clan. His name is River Rages Down Snowy Mountains.
Wow.
What kind of check should I roll for how good it is?
I think it has to be nature, unless you want to try to justify it with something else.
Performance as an art form.
Sure, performance sculpture.
Okay. I got 17.
It looks pretty good.
Everybody comes out and I'm like, hey guys, look what I made.
Oh, sick, Wendy.
Lars goes, Windy, Windy, Windy.
It looks like you a little, kind of.
Yeah, this is like one of my good friends back from where I come from. His name's River, and he's our best general. He's very fierce. So I thought he'd be good to make a snow sculpture of.
And then Lars tries to snuggle it a little bit.
Does he break it?
Just a little bit.
I'm like, Lars, get away from there.
He's like, Windy.
What's the name of his band?
He's not in a band. He's in an army.
Oh.
They still have some marching.
Yeah. They do some like drums and stuff, you know, but not so much guitar.
Boring. I dismiss Liamon's tiny hut and I say, let's roll.
All right.
I thought you said I'd just miss it.
I dismiss it.
I also heard that.
Now you just miss it.
I don't miss it at all. I can make another one anytime I want.
But you'll never have that exact one again.
That's true.
Let's go, Valerie.
I was going to say some words, but Valerie doesn't talk. He just goes.
I bring Lars too.
Now that you're traveling, you see there's probably 2 inches of snow on the ground or something. It's not real bad outside. It must have been a pretty recent beginning of a snowstorm. But as you continue down the road that's completely covered, the storm starts to let up a little bit and drops down to it's still like a semi-limited visibility, but it's not like coming down super hard anymore.
What's a good scale of how many feet we can see in front of us?
Like 10, 20?
No way, well, it's 100.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are we getting closer to the mountains? Those big mountains?
Yeah.
What are these mountains called? The Snowy Mountains.
Yeah, are these Wendy's mountains?
The snowy mountains are like way north. Really far north.
Are they smaller than these mountains or bigger?
Bigger.
Okay, these are pretty big.
But we're going towards the mountains?
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take us till we get to them?
Weeks.
I don't like to compare mountain size because it's kind of rude whenever you have the biggest mountains around.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, big guy?
No. I'm from the forest. I don't really know anything about mountains, you know?
Yeah, me too. I'm from outside of Leiden. My whole life as a shifter.
Isn't that right next to the Mountain of Fame, though?
No.
It's pretty far from the Mountain of Fame.
Because we took an airship there.
Okay.
Wendy,
That was out of character that I said that.
How big is your mountain compared to the Mountain of Fame?
My guess, having no information about what Ed has written down on any sheets anywhere,
He doesn't.
It's no information on mountain height.
is like the Mountain of Fame isn't actually that tall because it's like a touristy gimmick. So it's like more about like the traps that they build around it and stuff. And then like these mountains are like medium-sized mountains, but the mountains that I'm from are like peaks.
Are they like snowy the whole way from the bottom to the top or just at the top?
Some of the peaks are snowy the whole way, but like then some of them at the bottom still have trees. But they're really tall. You can get like if I brought you guys home, you would get head sick. You would feel dizzy and be spinning around.
Whoa. Forever or just for a little bit?
It would take you a little bit to get used to it, and then you'd be fine.
Right on.
I'd be fine, I think.
In my home, we have snow all year round.
Whoa.
That's why our clan name is Snowy Mountains.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The Mountain of Fame, kind of what makes it stand out is it's not really part of a range. It's kind of like, oh, then there's this mountain. It's just a big old mountain. And that's kind
On
of
its
weird.
own.
That's why it got so famous.
No, you get famous there. Or die trying.
We carry on up the road.
I start to try to catch a snowflake on my tongue. Do I do it?
Yeah.
Sick.
As you continue down the road, you see ahead in the snowy distance a silhouette walking ahead of you.
Does it look like a sexy silhouette?
Not very sexy.
Does it look like a James Bond silhouette with a gun?
No.
You already said it's not sexy.
Oh, that's true.
Does it look like a devil?
Yes.
Guys, I get the attention of my crew.
What's up, man?
I think there's a devil ahead of us.
Does he look like a cool devil?
Does it look like a cool devil?
I just rolled really poorly. I don't know if it can really look like a devil, if that makes any sense.
I think we should sneak up on this devil.
How good are you at telling the difference between a devil and a human?
I don't think that good.
As far as a silhouette in like the snow.
Does it have horns?
There's something sticking up above it.
I think we should sneak up on this.
What if we flank it?
All right.
Big guy and I can sneak up and you can come up from behind.
I don't
Do
understand.
you
I'll take the
think
right.
the big guy can sneak anywhere?
I don't know.
I could just change my appearance and look like a devil if you want. And just like walk.
Oh, yeah. We'll sneak off to the two sides of the road, and then you change your appearance to look like a devil and hail it over, and then when it gets here, we'll jump out and get it.
Okay.
All right. I'll take the right side.
Okay, I'll take the left.
Okay.
I just sneak off to the side of the road and hide.
I use my racial ability of disguise self to look like a bearded devil.
Okay.
I've got this ability to help me blend in. Fearbolgs pass knowledge down onto their kin.
You guys flank around the sides? Are you sneaking or just walking up
I'm
to
just
them?
walking up.
All right.
I want to look like a bearded devil that's like partially dressed for the weather. Like I am not just wearing what's that called?
Scarf.
Babushka.
No, what's that?
Vest.
What? A barbershop outfit. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not just that. I'm
Only 4 of them ever wear bar.
She's not a casual about town devil.
No,
She's
I'm a
prepared for the
traveling-
weather devil.
Yeah, traveling prepared for the weather devil. Boy Scout bearded devil. Here I go.
I hope you have a vest too, or like
yeah.
a sash with your
There
merit
are
badges.
there are merit badges. And I walk up towards the devil. Is it coming towards us or away?
Away.
Okay, I walk at my max speed to try to catch up to them.
All right. Roll like a perception check against me.
25.
All right. Before this traveler notices you, you get close enough to realize this is clearly not a devil. It's like a human carrying a sword, wearing a trench coat,
Oh,
like a duster.
like all those other duster dudes.
Like what all other? I don't know who you're talking
What's
about.
that
Emily,
thing
that's a
called?
tautology.
What is?
All the people wearing dusters have been wearing dusters.
That's true.
Those people from all the towns that we walked through so far, and they're part of the guild
commission.
or whatever.
The commission.
yeah, those ones.
Indalion and Mikaon.
All right. I forget probably that I'm wearing this costume or that I look this way, and I holler up, Hey, Commissioner!
He turns around and he sees you and he goes, "A devil!" You realize the thing that was sticking up above him was actually this enormous greatsword that he holds, and he starts running at you.
And then I'm like, oh, and then I drop my disguise, and I'm like, hey, man.
He stops and he stands still at guard, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I thought you were a devil, so my friends are back there.
No, then we sneak out from the flanks and we get them.
Yeah. I want to do a tackle. Flying tackle.
All right, roll an opposed strength check.
3.
He brushes Windy off.
I want to grab his sword out of his hand.
That has to be difficult. All right, roll me a opposed strength check. You're disadvantaged.
I got a 10.
All right, Scrapper grabs this guy's greatsword out of his hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure that doesn't actually fit in the rules, but that's fine.
And I'm like, hey, what's your deal?
He goes, "Fiends!" And he grabs a short sword that's on his waist and he pulls it out.
No, man. No. We're on your team.
We thought you were a devil.
Why are you attacking us?
Wait, which team are you on, man?
What are you doing?
Traveling? Like, kind of similar.
We're in a
What you're
band. We have to protect ourselves on the road, dude. Have you seen all these devils around here?
You just steal people's weapons?
If we need to protect ourselves.
Well, I thought that you were supposed to be fierce if you're in the commission. Our buddy just took your sword. How tough are you?
I cast light on the sword and I hold it in the air and I say, "By the power of the commission, devil, I compel you to tell us your true name."
Baby, there's some darkness all around. Take my hand and I'll guide you through the night.
He goes, "That's not what that was a light spell. What are you doing?"
All right, maybe he's not a devil.
What's your name, man?
They call me Arch
Who's they? Like,
of the commission.
the commission calls you Arch.
Also, I don't really care about the commission that much. Why are you talking about the commission?
Your friends call you Arch or just the commission?
My name's Arch.
What do your foes call you?
As they bleed on their throats and drown in their own blood.
So you're not with the commission?
I'm with the commission.
We were commissioned by the commission.
Can I see your commission card? I want to know what they look like.
He kind of pats his pockets and he's like, I don't have it on me.
That's suspicious.
I look
Yeah.
at my friends suspiciously.
This is very suspicious. I'm not going to give him his sword back yet.
What do you do for the commission, Arch?
I kill devils?
Well, everybody else that we've met from the commission just kind of like scouts the area. How come you get to kill them?
How many people from the commission have you met?
Don't worry about it.
They just all disappear. Are you just a disappearer too?
I'm not on reconnaissance if that's what you're asking me.
If your name is Arch, then how come you wield a greatsword instead of a bow?
That's a real good question. Because where I come from, names don't matter.
Give me my sword back before I slit your throat.
Don't
Does he
talk
look
to my
serious?
friend that way.
He looks mega serious.
I was going to give it back anyway, and I hand it back to him.
All right, he puts his short sword away and he takes the great sword back off of Scrapper, which is still casting light. And he says, "Can you dismiss this spell?"
You don't think it's going to come in handy? Like, it's kind of dark out here. Maybe you should just let it run its course.
What's the other weapon he had? A short sword?
Yeah.
I cast light on that. Oh, do I have to touch it? I like trip forward to touch it and cast light on that one.
It's in the scabbard. Like,
All right, fine. I don't do that.
Yeah, I'll dismiss it. Yeah, we can de-escalate this this confrontation we've decided to create.
I ask Arch, have you made any deals with anybody about some golden fiddles recently?
what?
We just heard there was a devil going around offering people a golden fiddle.
By the way, when Arch turned around, you saw he's a kind of tall man with red hair and he has a large scar on one of his eyes, on his left eye. He's wearing the characteristic tan duster of the commission, but doesn't seem to be wearing a hat.
Does he have a beard?
No. Clean shaven. Maybe his silhouette wasn't sexy, but he kind of is. Because he has a scar and scars are sexy.
I thought you said he didn't have a beard.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Like, if he doesn't have a beard, how sexy can he be?
You
Oh.
can be sexy without a beard.
What kind of hairstyle does he have? Like a St. Francis?
Tell me it's a faux hawk.
What does that mean?
It's like a ring of hair on the edge of your head.
Oh, you mean like a monk thing?
Yeah.
When they shave the top?
Yeah.
A
Nope.
bald pate?
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Bald
Yeah.
pated?
Is that what he has?
No, he just has like a real short, messy hair.
Okay.
Like he chopped it himself with his greatsword?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Archman.
Just Arch.
Where are you headed?
Ludank.
Why?
I heard there was a devil
Just one?
named Canarax. Or Canarax. Or Canarax. I got it in a letter.
Names are hard, man.
And I'm going to kill him and send him back to hell.
Sick? What's he doing to you that you gotta kill him?
He's a devil. The commission is in charge of preventing devil invasions and ending them if they occur.
That second part's important because all the other commissioners are like the first half of that explanation, but they kind of suck at that.
You only met 2 people from the commission.
How do you know that? We didn't tell you how many we met.
How many people did you meet from the commission?
Many.
16.
I only met 2 that could prove it,
Scrapper, stop giving him information. We don't
and
really
one
trust
who
him yet.
can't prove it. This guy's not even from the commission.
What do you know about devils? How do we help you?
Well, I have this pamphlet. He pulls out a pamphlet, but he only has like 1 left on him, and it's like he doesn't take care of it really well. It's all like crumpled up and like faded, maybe water damaged. It's all like the colors are smearing
Does
together.
it look the same as the ones we have, or is it a different one?
No, it's the same pamphlet.
What kind of devil is this Canarax?
I don't know.
That wasn't in the letter you got?
No.
What's he doing down in this town?
But it seems to be mightily infested.
Oh, so not just the one. There's a lot.
There seem to be very many bearded devils, which means a full frontal assault might be an unwise decision. It might be best to kill the devil that summoned all of them, because when you kill a devil, all the devils it summons, kaputski.
They get unsummoned.
Yeah,
They get reverse summoned.
Is it desummoned or reverse summoned?
I think it's dissummoned.
I think they get almond because summoned and then this almond.
Yeah, is it almond?
Yes.
Do they have a nut allergy?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of the Almond Brothers?
Archman,
Arch.
are you saying that the next town on this road is the one that we're talking about?
Ludank?
Ludank?
Yeah, I believe it's fairly close. Within a day's travel.
You know if they got any people there that like music?
Yeah, do you think that they like music there? Because we could help you get inside by posing as a rock and roll band, which we are, by the way. Nice to meet you, Dreamlancer. And then you could sneak in on our cart whenever we play the big show. You know what I mean? And you give us 50% of your commission. Everybody wins.
We can get you real close to this Canarax and then you can just like assassinate murder him, you know?
Yeah, and we're pretty powerful.
Canarix.
Cataracts.
Canarix.
Carrot Talk.
Cataracts.
They're all A's. Canarax. Canarax.
I wrote it with all O's.
I wrote it with all
Wow.
A's,
Jeez.
but with a C at the front.
Yeah, I
Nope,
spelled it
starts
with a
K.
C. A sneaky letter.
What do you think about that, Archman?
Sure, we get into the town.
Yeah, we get you into the town. You do the dirty deed.
Yeah, do they know what you look like? Because you could just lay down on our cart and we can just roll into town and be like, we're gonna play rock and roll.
I don't know how much intel they have on us. I don't know if they know about the commission.
Well, better be safe than sorry,
I
right?
gotta tell you, man, like your dusters just give it away.
What?
Yeah, it's like your uniform.
It's like you're the
It's a
only.
very normal coat. They sell them at Sears.
You're
Well-
the only person I've seen in one.
Sears doesn't exist anymore.
Whoever your fashion designer is needs to update their look because this is not working for me.
Look, whatever. They told me I had to wear this jacket. I don't care about it.
When did
Okay.
they send us our jackets?
Wait, dude, we can cut the sleeves off your jacket. It will look sick.
That's a good idea.
Maybe even make it a little shorter. So
No.
a long boy, you'll
No.
look different, and then you'll be, you know.
He definitely takes his jacket
size.
off and he cuts his sleeves off, though.
Wait, what if we cut the sleeves longwise and then we stitch them to the bottom so that your jacket's even longer?
No, it was sized appropriately.
Okay.
But now you see he's got big buff arms. He's like, man, maybe the sleeves off was a bad idea. It's kind of cold.
I know, man. I kind of tricked you, and
you
I
guys
looked down at my toes in
What are
my
you guys talking about?
Birkenstocks.
It feels great out here.
I got your back, man. And then I help him get a sleeve back up and I cast mending to fix it.
All right.
And if it breaks before it bends, I'm here to mend you
Just one.
Well, I do it twice, but I'm only going to put the song in the show once.
What?
All right, I'll put it in twice.
And if it breaks before it bends, I'm here to mend you whole again.
All right. He's like, thanks for fixing that. But definitely whenever it's not cold anymore, I'm going to that look because it's tough.
Super tough.
You look tough, man. Let's go. Let's go downtown. You want to hide on our cart? We'll get you in town.
Sure. Let's go.
We can tie you to the bottom of the cart.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay, just hide on top of the cart.
What? Okay. He gets in the cart.
I put my backpack next to him so that he's kind of covered.
How big's your backpack?
He's a big guy.
I'm big. It's big boy.
Fair enough.
Remember that time? Who was our old guitarist?
Raj.
Remember that time Raj had to carry all our stuff to the hotel? It's a lot of stuff.
That was a lot of stuff.
And then the gang continues down the road.
Hey there, groupies. Brayton here. Thanks for listening to another episode of Bardic Mystery Tour. I hope you're having fun. We sure had a lot of fun recording this session, so strap in, because all the fun's still a-coming. Remember to go to bardicmysterytour.com for all your Bardic Mystery needs. That will link you to all of our music. It will link you to our Patreon site where you can support us if you want to be part of the team. If you sign up for Patreon, you'll get postcards sent to you in the mail, and you'll get access to behind-the-scenes interviews, depending on your level of patronage. You know, Denny had a real good point the other week, and we really should give away some of these dice that I have laying around. So, let's do another dice giveaway. Anybody who wants to enter can, so we're trying to get a little bit more reach on all of our social media platforms. So tag us in either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, and make sure that you use a sentence using the word Bardic in it. For each social media network that you post on, with the word Bardic used in a sentence, you'll get one entry for the dice drawing. We'll draw those dice on the first episode of the next arc, which will be coming out on November 8th. So keep your eyes peeled. Tell your friends to post. Maybe they have too many dice, but they can enter and you can take the dice from them while they're sleeping. Just an idea. Maybe you could hack into their accounts and just tag Bardic Mystery Tour a bunch. And then don't say anything really horrible. Just say something nice. But use the word Bardic in a sentence. All right. I'm going to get out of here and we're going to get back to the show. But we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Dreamlancer arrives at what is clearly the town gates of Ludank.
Is there a sign? Is that why it's clear?
Ludank. Well, yeah, there's a big sign over the gateway that says Ludank.
How's it spelled?
Ludank.
Is there any kind of tagline for the city?
No, there are bearded devils guarding the gate.
Do they see us?
They're standing there holding their... What weapon do they use? Don't they use like
Glaive.
glaives? Yeah.
They're holding their glaives?
Glaive.
Yeah, it smells good here. Plug it in, plug it in.
Not an official sponsorship.
The most important thing of note right away is there is a very large pile of corpses rotting in the snow.
That ain't good.
Would they rot in the snow? Wouldn't they
it's
be
not
like frozen?
that cold yet. This is the first time it got cold. They've been rotting.
Are they outside of the city limits or are they within that?
Yeah, they're outside the city limits, and there's a wheelbarrow next to them that's like half full of bones, and there is an imp that's sitting there just eating people flesh off of people bones and putting the bones left over into the wheelbarrow. You also see a human man walking from the gateway of the town with a wheelbarrow with like 2 corpses on it. And he is wearing like brown overalls and like big black gloves.
What kind of corpses are these? Are they all human?
They're mostly human, but like let's stick with like standard player character race mixture of like you might see an elf or a dwarf in there.
So no
Okay.
devils.
Nope.
What about animal corpses?
Yeah, there might be some animal corpses mixed in there too.
Okay.
But like if you had to estimate, you'd probably say there's like 20-ish or so probably bodies in there at least.
How big does Ludank look from the outside?
It's a pretty sizable city. Let's go with like small city size. So it's still like a city, but like...
So it's not like there was a battle and half the population died, but it's still like a relatively big... It's not just like one corpse. It's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see the bearded devils just kind of snarl at the guy that's pushing the wheelbarrow out. And he like jumps a little bit, but continues over and dumps the bodies in the pile and then turns around and heads back into the town. You see that they're watching him very intently, as though maybe they think he is trying to escape or something.
Are we obviously visible, or are we far enough away that we're kind of hidden?
They're like close to the edge of the your range you can see. So they clearly could see you, but you don't know if they've noticed you yet. They don't seem like they've noticed you yet.
Okay, before we get too close, I'm like, hey guys, do you want me to send Crow up there and we could check it out? Or you want to just keep on going?
Yeah, do a little reconnoitering.
A little scouting.
All right, so we stop. Can we pull over to the side of the road a little so that we're less obvious?
Sure, you kind of like find somewhere to be a little less sore thummy. That's a real word they use in English.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it. Yeah.
Okay, I send Crow off to look through his eyes.
Crow does a good fly around the town. You see, there seem to be a pretty significant number of like bearded devils, barbed devils, spine devils, just like here and there, like mostly just like tormenting people as they go about their daily lives.
Does he see any large buildings of note?
Yes. Toward the center of town, in what looks like may have used to been the like grounds where a large chapel stood or something like that, there's this like enormous altar made all of bone. Do you want him to fly closer to see what he can see?
Yeah.
He flies a little closer, and there's a giant throne made of bones, and on it sits a barbed devil, and on its left and right are two more barbed devils.
Okay, I want Crow to land somewhere nearby and like look nonchalant like he's pecking the ground. So I tell him to do that. But like I want to keep listening and see what they say.
All right, well, what's the range on, because you can tell him a task that he can do in return, but if you want to communicate with him, he has to be within 120 feet, right?
I think so. Or is he too far?
Yeah, he's too far away.
Okay, then never mind. So he just says fly over. He sees we see the bone altar with the bone throne.
Yeah, there seems to be some sort of like a ritual going on, like a court appearance, where there are people that are maybe pleading their case to the barbed devil that's sitting up on the throne.
Okay. Are there any other buildings around? Like as he's like flying around, did he notice any other shops or?
Yeah. Between the entrance that you are coming into and that large bone altar, there is like a little like town center kind of place that has a bunch of shops, and like maybe they set up a farmer's market kind of area. It's a big enough city. There's like probably 5 or 6 of those throughout the city somewhere. The city is kind of like radially organized. So it's like there are a handful of roads that come into town, and on each one of them, there's kind of like a little center for business. And then there's like the bigger like government center in the center of town.
Okay. Was anything on fire that we noticed when I was flying over? Or were there chains on anything while we were flying over?
You didn't see any abnormally large chains or fires.
Are there like imps everywhere or mostly just barbed devils and bearded devils?
Oh yeah, there's consistently like, there's a ton of imps.
Okay.
Imps like can barely beat like a peasant in like hand-to-hand combat by themselves. They're not mega strong.
Okay.
But they can explode.
Those special ones could. Maybe some more of them are hanging around.
Okay. He's coming back, and when he gets closer, can I communicate with Crow
Sure.
in my mind?
Yes.
I'm like, hey man,
I don't remember what his voice sounds like. Yeah.
can you park up kind of close to those ones at the gate and just listen?
Yeah. Keep an eye on them.
Nice.
All right. He flies and lands like near them, like above them on the gate somewhere.
Yeah.
Whenever
Cool.
you talk to Crow, do you talk to him out loud?
No.
No, that's
Only in your head.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if like we can hear anything of what's happening.
Yeah, they don't really talk. They communicate thoughts through telepathy. It's complicated.
Are they talking? I'm listening through his ears.
They are, but they're speaking in a language you don't know, which is infernal, by the way. But
Cool. I'm like, all right, man, come on back. They're not talking anything I understand.
He flies back to you.
I tell all my pals what's happening down in the town. I'm like, what, you guys want to go in? You want to go in a different route? You want to go straight in and tell them we're in a band? And we're here, and good old Cantarax asked us, K-Man, K-Dog, whatever you want to call him.
Let's not go straight in.
Let's ask Arch what he thinks.
Let's see if we can sneak around and find another way in.
All right, that sounds good.
There's not like a massive city wall or anything. There's like a clearly distinct line, but it's only like a 4-foot tall wall or something like that. It's not like impossible to get over. The cart is harder to get over.
Unless you want to talk to these gatekeepers and then see if they'll let us in straight away.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go talk to him by myself and leave you guys behind if you want.
That seems like a bad idea.
Well, we could support you from the shadows. That way we can keep 2 of our faces unknown.
That's true. I mean, you already can kind of change what you look like, you know?
Yeah, and then I change into a werecat.
Very
And then
dramatic.
I hiss. And I arch my
hiss
back. I hiss back
and
again.
I puff my tail up real big.
I arch my back more.
How good are you at like knowing how to be the thing that you turned into?
I just say things, and then if somebody calls me out, then Ed makes me roll.
I think you should have to roll for it because like you're not a real cat. So how do you like? Do you know how to do cat
You're not
stuff?
a cat in real life, and you know. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you know how to do it convincingly to another cat person?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you think there's like that much nuance to like stiffening up and hissing?
Yes. I witness it every day whenever my cats do it, and I couldn't recreate it with my body.
All right, roll
Roll a hiss check.
a hiss check.
All right, I'll use my deception
That's fine.
modifier. 22.
What should I roll? Insight?
Yeah.
God damn it. 6.
Yeah, it's pretty convincing. It seems completely natural.
Do you back down, though, and admit that I'm the better cat?
No. You're like a tabby cat, right? I'm a fucking snow leopard.
I don't give a fuck.
Guys, I don't feel like this is helping our cause here.
She started it.
My ears twist down a little bit.
I'm sorry. It's just like a natural reaction. I can't help it.
Okay, take some deep breaths or whatever.
Can you scratch behind my ears? It'll calm me down.
Okay, I do it. It's scritching.
Thank you.
Maybe we should send Windy in, since she knows so much about everything.
I don't like your tone, Scrapper. This isn't a time to be fighting amongst ourselves. We gotta be a unified front.
I thought we were friends in real adventures, and then you hit me with a snowball and
I
then
got a
hissed at
question,
me.
Wendy.
Yeah.
How did you talk to those people before if you don't speak those languages?
Oh, I have a spell called tongues.
Like, if you want, they're not speaking common down there. So we can, like, if we want to talk to them, if you want to send someone to talk to them, then maybe it'd be a good idea
To be able to speak their language.
Yeah. Hey, Artchman.
Yeah.
You speak Infernal?
Yeah.
You want to go talk to them or you want to stay hidden?
What are we going to talk to them for?
Just see what's happening in town. Tell them a band's coming to town so we can get you in.
We already struck a deal that we would keep him hidden and get him inside the town.
Yeah, if you guys aren't going in, I'm just going to go in.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going to get you in.
We're going
We're
in.
commissioned by the commission.
Let's just reflect on the last times we tried to talk to devils, because both times they just tried to kill us. Maybe we should sneak in to the city in the deep of night and find some humans to talk to that will talk to us without trying to kill us.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the right of the gate along the wall until we see some humans and try to get their attention.
And let's stash Mallory and Lars somewhere so they don't get hurt.
And
during all
Archman.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's not going to come with us into the city?
Yeah, why don't I go with you?
He wants to come in.
I thought we were just getting reconnaissance so we could get him in later. Yeah, come with us, Archman. Sorry.
It's just Arch.
Okay.
Then how come the big guy keeps calling you Archman?
Doesn't have any idea what he's talking about.
I give a knowing look to Kemen.
Also thought I was a devil, by the way.
Well, you thought I was a devil?
You looked like a devil.
That is
All
fair.
right.
All right.
We're going to have a team meeting, and we're going to have to air our grievances before we can go into the city.
We don't have time for
All
that.
right, here are my grievances. One of you dressed like a devil, then two of you jumped out and tried to kill me, and one of you took my weapon, and then you want me to be cool about that.
Hey, you don't have the talking stick right now,
Hey,
Arch.
I'm airing my grievances.
Now do you feel better?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Wait, I want to air some grievances. What if you just go in and we just sit back here and watch you get murdered?
Yeah, I don't care what you do. You guys are just rock and rollers. It's not like you have the ability to fight or anything. You're clearly very weak entertainers.
In what
Wow.
way is that a grievance?
I'm a very strong member of the commission.
Do you want to arm wrestle, man?
I just start going.
Wait, where's Scrapper going?
Scrapper doesn't have any grievances.
I take the cart and follow behind.
Arch gives the talking stick back to Wendy.
I tie Lars to the cart.
Lars is like, yeah,
I scritch him.
scritches.
Yeah, you stay here.
Yeah,
And I give him some food.
big guy.
I love you.
Love.
Yeah.
Whoa. This relationship's really advanced.
You don't say you love you to your pets? I don't have any pets, so let us know if that's normal.
He also is our drummer.
Yeah, but he's not a human, so it's not.
Neither am I.
Okay, he's not a humanoid. He's an
Neither are
animal.
you.
He's not I'm gonna fall in love with him. He's like our little guy.
Okay.
So we stash the cart somewhere and we go around the edge of the town, still under cover, like near the tree line or not in the open. And we look for any humans that might be outside of the city, not within view of a devil.
And we're sneaking.
Yeah.
All right, roll stealth checks.
24.
11.
11. What about your buddy?
He's just tromping on everything.
I turn around and hold my hand up to him and I say, "Hey, Arch,
Man.
maybe you should just
Yeah, man.
chill here for a little bit and stay quiet."
All right, well, I'm going to just jump that wall and go into town and see what the townsfolk say.
That's what we're going to do, but I feel like you're drawing a lot of attention by clomping around like an oaf.
Yeah, watch this. And I show him how good I'm sneaking. 24.
He's like, I'm watching you.
Do it like that.
He is now worse at sneaking.
You're not very good at this, man. You gotta practice a little bit.
All right, I guess we sneak up with it. He won't stay behind, I guess, so we just go.
Does it look safe? Is the coast clear?
Yeah, you don't see any. I don't roll a perception check.
11.
19.
7.
You don't see any devils.
All right, we're going to make a sneaky run for the wall and hop it.
All right, you hop the wall. Now you're between the wall and a row of buildings on some sort of perimeter street.
Do we see any people or signs of people?
No.
How about doors?
Yeah, most buildings have a door.
I look for the nearest door.
Okay, you find a door.
I open it.
It's locked.
Dang.
Knock on it.
I knocked softly on it.
A few seconds go by, and an old woman opens the door, and she says, "Hello?"
I talk quietly and say, "Hello, ma'am. Please let us in. We need to get off the streets."
Oh my, are you criminals?
No, we're here to save the town.
What? Come in, come in.
I go inside the house.
Oh, I follow in.
I'll follow also.
How much do I have to duck to get through that door?
A little bit.
Okay.
Arch also goes in.
We close the door and lock it behind us.
She's like, "How do you plan on saving the city?"
Well, first, we gotta know what's wrong. We saw these devils. Tell us what happened.
"Oh, they're devils and they torture us."
Every day?
"No, only when you're disobedient or if you try to leave. Or sometimes they make people angry and they make them fight.
Like a gladiator kind of situation?
More like racists.
What?
They make people hate each other. People that were friends."
Oh, when you say make them fight, you don't mean they force two individuals to fight. You mean they cause people to fight each other emotionally.
Yeah,
That's terrible. When did they get here?
7 weeks ago.
During the Great Devil Invasion of Inganalia?
Yeah.
Well, I have some great news for you, man. We have a prime member of the commission here with us that's ready to slay any devils, any and all devils.
Arch stands tall and he puffs his chest and he's like, "I'm here to slay Conorox."
I get behind him and I pull his sleeves off so he looks tougher.
He looks over his shoulder and he gives you a wink. And then she's like, "Well, how is just killing one devil going to solve the problem?" Arch says, "That's the beauty of these devil invasions. They're easy if you just nip it at the head. Because every time you kill a devil, every devil it's summoned also unsummons."
Yeah, it says it in our commission book. I try to grab the pamphlet and show her.
We all have one.
I pull my pamphlet out and hold it up beside my face so she can see that I have a pamphlet.
I look in my pamphlet for any mentions of bone devils.
There is a mention of a bone devil.
What does it say?
And there's a picture of one. It's a crudely drawn picture that looks like...
First edition D&D.
Yeah. Yes, it looks like first edition D&D. And it looks like a vaguely humanoid devil that looks like it's totally emaciated, like its skin is just like sucked onto its bones. But it's also like a little bit lerpy.
What does that word mean?
Lanky.
Lanky. It's got long arms and legs, and its head's kind of like elongated, kind of like a horse, but still humanoid looking. And it has dragonfly wings.
Dragonfly.
And very sharp talons. And it's drooling in the picture.
When I look at this picture, does that look like the guy that was sitting on the bone chair? The bone throne?
No.
Do bone devils wear bones on them? Like chain devils are like roll into chains?
No, they don't seem to be wearing...
No bones in
No.
the picture. Okay.
Also, I didn't mention, but that giant pile of rotting bodies smelled really bad, like rotting bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you did say that.
What other devils are in here? Is there like a rotting body devil?
And there's like a rough drawing of a human next to the bone devil. It's for scale, and so assuming this is like a 6-foot tall human, this bone devil's like 9-ish feet tall. It's much larger than this human figurine.
Does the pamphlet mention any weaknesses? Hates bad jokes. Allergic to sunflowers.
Hates falling on his elbow.
Hitting that funny bone, man.
Needs calcium. Hydrofluoric acid.
No.
I asked the old woman, where's the town resistance?
They were all killed.
Is that what that giant pile of bodies is? Outside?
Yeah, them and all the, look, we've had like 3 or 4 resistances already. None of them, they're less and less successful every time.
Does that mean that people are really ready for a nice rock and roll show?
Yes.
Does this old lady like sarcasm?
There was a petition that said, whoever saves our town from the devils will become the next big star.
Nice. Was it on the change.org bulletin board?
Yes.
Do the devils prevent you from doing any daily activities, or they just keep you from leaving?
They keep us from leaving, but they also inspire unnatural levels of like hate and envy sporadically.
I look over at Wendy and I say, that must have been what happened to us outside.
Makes sense.
Because you were a little bit envious of my lustrous coat of hair.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay.
what did you say? Envy and hate?
Yes.
Is it all of them that make you hate each other, or is it just certain kinds of devils that make you hate each other?
The pamphlet doesn't say anything about this.
I'm asking this lady.
Oh, it's not very direct, and so it's hard to see it. But like, if you realize it's happening, then you can like kind of get yourself back in the right state of mind. So it took a lot of the town a long time to like start getting their grips on it.
Have you seen a big bone throne out there?
Yeah,
What's happening there?
that's where he hangs out. That's the throne of judgment that Canarax sits on.
Do you know about the throne of judgment? Like, what's
If you
it
have
sit
a
there
grievance
for?
with your neighbor, like let's say your neighbor hates you and throws a brick through your window, you have to go in front of the devil and argue your point as to why you're right and they're wrong, and whoever's wrong gets killed. And then the imps eat the bodies, and then they ship the bones back in and build more altar.
How do they get killed?
Canarax just
Gets them.
gives them the stab.
Where does Canarax go after court's through for the day?
I don't know, because there is a strict curfew.
Is court happening now? Does it happen all day?
And the imps kill all the peasants that are out after curfew.
What time is curfew, man?
Sundown.
Are we close to that?
Didn't you say you'd wait until sundown?
I said we wait until the nighttime, but we kind of bypassed that step, I
Yeah,
think.
I feel like we just went.
Yeah, I just started going.
Oh, you said let's wait till sundown.
said
Let's
that.
stash the cart. So
We
I
s-
assumed we waited till
Oh,
sundown.
no,
to
yeah.
stash the
Yeah, I
cart.
think you're right. I think we did wait.
Let's say it's nighttime, guys. And the wind is picking up and it's getting colder.
I glare at Wendy.
Yes.
It begins to snow more.
Excellent.
I asked this old lady, I'm like, do you know where this guy lives when he's not in that big old chair?
I think he just lives there.
In the chair?
If he's not in his chair, I think he's just out torturing people. Because they also just kidnap people and torture them sometimes because they like it. But they also make us make jewelry for them so they can sell it.
Oh, like paper beads?
Yeah, with Mod Podge.
Yeah, and old magazine strips?
Yeah, you cut a triangle, and then when you roll it, it's like wide in the middle and skinny on the ends.
Yeah.
That's the kind of bracelets we make.
Nice. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it if I was forced, but it's fun to do once in a while.
Sometimes we make jewelry with spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
It's a pasta.
What shape is it?
It's long and skinny.
Does it have a hole in it?
No,
How
but
do
when
you-
it gets wet, it gets soft. Then you put tomato sauce on it.
You want to make some
Do you
for
have
us?
to put tomato
And
sauce on it, or
spices.
can you put melted cheese sauce on it?
You can just put like garlic and butter on there.
What if you made some of that? I'll help. You show me how.
Or pesto sauce.
I'm in. I'll help. Where's your kitchen?
All right. She teaches Kevin how to make pasta. She's like, first you put this water on a fire and it boils. And then you throw the spaghetti in the boiling water.
Is it dry spaghetti? She doesn't have to start from scratch.
Yeah, she just has dried spaghetti.
That's smart. That's a good idea.
She's like, then when it's soft, she put it on a plate.
What stuff is a jewelry?
What?
You said you make spaghetti necklaces.
Yeah, the devils make us.
How do you do it if it's food?
I want to lean into Wendy and I want to be like, hey, while they're cooking spaghetti, do you want to sneak over and see who's at the throne right now?
Yeah, sure.
We'll be back before anybody notices.
We're sneaky.
All right. And we slink out into the night.
I like to think that she let me do all the steps, but she told me he had to do them all. Is that true? Or did she just do it all?
Are you asking who hung the pot full of water above the fire?
Uh-huh. And who put the noodles in? And who made the sauce?
Kevin can do it if you want.
I want him to have learned.
All right, Kevin knows how to make pasta now.
Yes.
Write it on your character
Put that on
sheet.
your character sheet. Traits, knows how to make pasta.
Proficient. Pasta proficiency.
That's not fair that you gave Emily's character a proficiency, but you didn't give our characters proficiency.
You're not proficient. You're just
oh,
knowledgeable.
I'm writing pasta proficiency.
And you gotta take a negative trait to go with it.
No, I'm not giving myself points in. I'm just
No,
writing
you
that
also
phrase.
gain 5 pounds.
She got worse at jewelry making.
Now you're tired.
I am tired. That was good pasta. What's happening at the same time as the pasta making?
All right, you turn around and look, and your friends are gone. Just Arch is sitting there on like this big, comfy armchair. And he's just like, this chair is really nice. And he keeps touching the arms. You think it's weird?
Is there a couch?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay down on that couch.
All right.
I take my Birkenstocks off first.
Will Kemen's pasta turn out to be delicious? Will Arch have the strength to free this town of its devilish bindings? What secrets will Windy and staff uncover on their jaunt through the city? Find out next time on Bardic Mystery Tour.
Mystery tour. There's only one thing we implore. Tell all your friends and they'll tell more. Warn your sheriff 'cause we're kicking in doors. Rolling dice with our best friends. Solving mysteries again and again. Writing songs about our quest. Every other week on the internet. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. If you want to hear more, buy some merch in the store. Rate us with a 5-star score. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Bardic Mystery Tour is recorded at Looking for Group Pittsburgh. Looking for Group Pittsburgh is a land center in the Brookline neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, stop by for games, co-working, or events. Find more information or schedule your next party at lfgpgh.com.